joined on this episode by our very special guest, Jordan Big Play Babineau.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, bringing the sound effects, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to our sponsors. We are in the Wiener Schnitzel Digital Studio, 2 locations in Western Washington, Everett and Fife. Go on in, mention Take 12, get a free small soda with any other purchase. They got hamburgers, they got hot dogs, they got chili dogs and bratwurst and sauerkraut and root beer floats and French fries and all kinds of delicious things at
I'm wondering why we didn't do this in person. I would love to have a hot chili dog right in front
We
of me.
can hook that up next time. Everett or Fife, go on in, check them out. Tell them that Jordan or Lofa or Brett sent you. It's delicious stuff. And Lofa, actually, you brought some to KJR last week, didn't you?
Dom. Yeah. Dom brought some to KJR. So I'll hook you up. I know a guy, Babs. I got a guy.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
You
That's what I
guys,
like to hear.
the Seahawks, well, they are victorious once again after the weekend. We all rejoice in that, of course. They took on the 6-1 Giants. The defense remained dominant. Danny Dimes was not Danny Dimes. We made him look like Danny Pennies or
Danny
whatever.
Dimebag.
I don't know. I mean, just a lot of fun, man. Great game. Not much to complain about. Just let's get your first impressions and then we'll get specific. Lofa.
Yeah, there's a lot of good to talk about. So I, don't even know where to start. Special teams, do we start there? Because it's kind of been, tough going for them as of late, and they came up huge,
Yeah, no, let's dive in. I mean, we were talking about Babs's play and your play that was on special teams. Why not? Let's start with the special teams. Go for it.
Yeah, we got to give them credit, man. Going down the punt coverage and then forcing 2 huge fumbles. Never want to see someone get hurt. So I hope Richie James is all right. But yeah, man, those were incredibly momentum building turnovers, and just big shout out to Will Dissly, shout out to Travis Homer that forced them. And then I have no idea who recovered him, but you don't get credit for recovering him, even though you got the turnover. The guy that forced it gets the credit.
We talked about how the Seahawks.
The guy that recovered it does all of the celebration. Right?
All of
My ball, baby. I got the ball.
Well, they put starters out there, man. They put their best players out there. Like you and Babs were out there back in the day, and now Uncle Will's out there hitting people and recovering stuff. I mean, Babs, get in on the special teams here and the day they had. It was awesome.
Well, and one of those plays come right after Geno's frustrated and didn't get anything going. The big play by Will Dissly. How about Big Will? I turn around and look at True and Robert Turbin in the press box, and Will said, "Wait, did I do that?" He's like so surprised, like he knocked the guy out, and
I don't even think
dislodged. And you know what also really stood out to me about that play, and I said this on the post-game show, is that there was 3 plays in this game that really signified the identity of this team. That was one of them. It wasn't because of the Will Dissly fumble. It was because Derek Young went airborne trying to get that football, man. And you want to talk about, a scrappy football club that's, clawing for every inch and every opportunity to get the ball. And then there was K9, his 16-yard run where he, kind of does a backdoor move, and Geno, kind of gets in the way of a blocker and shields him and runs that one in for the 16-yard scamper.
Yeah.
What you got, Loaf?
About that play?
Yeah.
Geno doing the little things. Never mind his pocket awareness and presence all season long, but carrying out the fake got in the way of that DN. Most quarterbacks just hand off the ball and just watch and hand off and just kind of sit there. Carrying out the fake just to hold that DN ended up getting in the way and setting up the block, because that DN gets him right there, or at least slows him down enough for the rest of the troops to rally. So, I mean, that was huge right there. There's the little things like that I was talking about, the details that are allowing this team to win and carry the momentum. And I mean, man, so down there, hearing some of the hits, I know you got to be excited about that, because every single one was violent.
You guys, this felt like a throwback team I was watching, for real. Like you were just saying, the quarterback blocking, not since the days of Hasselbeck when he would accidentally get in the way every once in a while. Remember? I mean, and then the way that they were hitting, the way the special teams was causing fumbles, but then recovering those fumbles and flying to the ball and hitting hard. And The running back, I mean, running over people. The quarterback was some lasers. I mean, the one that Tyler dropped, that thing was a dime, right? I mean, it was just hit him in the face mask. Hey, it happens. He redeemed himself. Dude, so much fun.
There's so much good.
Jealous that you guys were in the building, man.
Oh my
I was on
God.
the couch.
Yeah. And the crowd was as loud as I've heard it in years, just as loud as that Denver game. I mean, it was electric, man. And you could tell that this team's playing with a swagger and a belief. And that confidence is everything in life. But on that football field, between those lines, Bev knows, hey, great teams find a way to win. And just the way they're doing it, it's insane.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the third play, but it was one of the defensive linemen. I mean, just
Shelby Harris. Shelby Harris. It was a 3rd and 8.
The third down with the fourth, right at the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter. I mean, he chased Jones is down with the shoestring tackle. I mean, that's
all out.
That was the third play. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Heck of a I was gonna go ahead, Lofa.
Even just from a intimidation factor, Bruce Irvin running through the crack toss and smoking Danny Dimebag into the running back. Saquon's not easy to knock down, and he threw the quarterback into him. And so just when you see that kind of just breeds confidence, and everybody else like, well, I can't let Bruce get the best hit. And then, the other groups didn't, and then, Mike Jackson on the sideline, the king of pop.
I don't know what the hell that tight end was thinking. You think I'm not going to hit you, dude? And Lofa, come on. Normally you see a tight end in the corner. What are you What
they bringing it, and hey man, protect yourself at all times because this team likes to hit, and the king of pop was delivering big hits.
That's where I was going to go next. I was going to ask Babs about the DBs, Mike Jack, Kobe, Tariq, and maybe a comment also, just not just on this game, but just this whole season so far, what we've been seeing out of this group.
Yeah, well, to me, we're seeing a group that's growing. And they're playing well together. I mean, of course, Tariq Woolen. I didn't get to look at who had interceptions this week, but he came into last week leading the league or tied for first in the NFL in interceptions. I think he'll break the franchise record for a rookie with the most interceptions with 5. I think that was Boulware. Might be tied with Earl. Boulware and Earl, I think, are tied with 5 interceptions as a rookie. And I think Tariq Woolen will break that by the end of the season. But you lose your all-star safety in Jamal Adams, and now they're kind of scrambling to put it together, and who would be that fill that void. So Josh Jones stepped in for a few games, but it just seems like the change that really happened in his defense is when Ryan Neal took over that position, right? When he came back healthy, and I think when we look at last night, it's a big concern because he needed help getting off the field in some capacity. So it looked like he was grabbing his leg. We're not sure what his injury is, but that's a huge a blow if he's not able to go in the next few weeks, which you look at the schedule before the bye week, Arizona, and then in Germany against the Bucks. Those are winnable games. So these guys can very well put together a 5-game win streak headed into the bye.
Ooh, Germany, you say. We will also be in Germany. And if you guys want to hang out with us in Germany, if you want to come to a breakfast meet and greet with Lofa and KJ and Leroy and Matt McCoy and Heater and Sean Locklear and maybe Babs.
Why all these linebackers? I mean, no, B, hold on. Is this a linebacker group meeting? What's the alumni meeting? What the hell is going on? No DBs?
It's linebackers stick together. We offered the DBs. They declined respectfully.
Possibly some other Seahawks who might be on the ground over there in Munich. If you guys want to come to the meet and greet, and then we got transportation from that to the game. There's also some after parties and access to exclusive bars and events in and around Munich that are also included on the package.
Right. You can tell you're not a homebody. You're not from the land of Germany because they don't pronounce it like that. Oddly enough, they pronounce it Munchi.
Munchik?
Munchi.
Munchik.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, don't worry.
Munchik.
We'll get your German lingo down in the next 2 weeks, and we'll
brush up on it.
Ich liebe dich.
And if we want to sell more packages, let's call it a beer fest, not a breakfast.
Okay, sounds good.
Breakfast.
Meet and greet beer fest. Beer fest. Yeah. We actually announcement though, we have sold out of our ticket packages that include game tickets. So all we have left are the meet and greet, the transpo, and the parties and the access and the transpo and all that kind of stuff. Which, I mean, why you want to Uber to the game or try to figure out how to get there yourself? Might as well ride with us.
Party bus.
So check out lofainmunich.com or 12s in
Both in Germany.
lofaingermany.com, 12sinmunich.com. It takes you to the same place. Reserve your spot now. Limited tickets available. Once those spots fill up, we're sold out of those also because that's how much room we have on the bus. All right, back into the game and everything. I wrote down Ryan Neal. I'm glad you guys covered that. I mean, tough as nails, had to be helped off twice. Bruce Irvin, though, I just want to go back real quick because it seems like when they brought him back is the week that the defense really came together. I mean, coincidence? I think not. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's trending towards a pattern or a streak because I think he's been back 3 weeks and playing the last 2, and he's just bringing that edge, that nastiness. And I think, that's contagious, man, that energy out there. Anytime I saw Babs make a big play, an interception or anything, I'm like, all right, I got to step my game up. And, it was the same with my man, Dede Lewis. He was the captain of the hit squad. That's what we called the linebackers back then. And Dede had won every game that made the crowd just go, ooh.
Woo licks.
Yeah, the woo lick. And so me and, Babs, everybody, Leroy, we're competing to get the next hit. And so it's fun. And you see, like Babs saying, there's tremendous growth happening every game.
Yeah, totally. Hey, Babs, I know you got to get out of here. So let's just get you out of here on this. What are you up to? Where can people find you? Social media, all that good stuff for you, and then we'll let you get back to your insane schedule.
Well, today we got a little stay-at-home kid, so he's up there very demanding. I already fixed him a handcrafted breakfast, and now he wants, to watch damn dinosaurs on TV all day. Look, I am Jordan Babineau on all platforms, social media, Instagram. I don't have a TikTok. That's for you, Lofa, to do all the dancing.
TikTok, you asshole.
Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. But yeah, still doing a lot of coverage, obviously, with the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. And I'll see you guys in Munich, Germany, in 2 weeks. So look for me there. I'll crash the linebackers meet and greet. How about that?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. But other than that, around Seattle, we're doing a lot and growing, and life after football is still good. And obviously hanging out with my man Lofa Tupou on the golf course and still kicking his ass and giving him strokes.
I mean, debatable. But hey, Babs, wait, I know you don't want to, humble. He's very humble, but I mean, the man's had already, I think, 2 business or car service. He's doing incredible work in the community. He always does. And that's what I've always looked up to him. And then got his MBA just a year or 2 ago, all while doing, I mean, what else? I'm missing something out. Oh, wrote a book.
The book. Yeah, the book.
Yeah, Pivot to Win.
International bestseller, Pivot to Win, make the big plays in life, sports, and business. I'm still doing my work around that, and I'm getting ready to launch a coaching business to help young professionals. I'm an adjunct professor at Seattle University in the Sports and Entertainment MBA program. So developing these young professionals and trying to grow that into more leadership roles and help businesses develop their people. Right. And I think that's the biggest challenge that organizations have to deal with is leadership failure. And I often say that just because the longest tenured person at an organization doesn't mean that they're the most qualified for the promotion. So, helping organizations kind of wrap their minds around how do they develop their talent and create success long term. So
that's what I'm saying to producer Katie all the time.
Throwing Katie under the bus.
How in the world?
No, he's going to see a shoe just fly right through the middle of the screen.
How in the world does Jordan Babineau have time for these 2 knuckleheads? I swear. I mean, man, you're the man. Thank you so much, Jordan, for your time. Really, we'll see you over in Germany.
Well, anytime, guys. I don't expect this to be my first and only time on the podcast. So how about I see you soon?
Yeah, we're going to do one from Germany. You'll be on there.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. I'll crash the linebackers podcast.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man.
All right. Later.
Take it easy.